Hey all guys, welcome to Ben's Beard and Beers, episode 11. So today we got Founders ReDANKulous Imperial Red Indian Pale Ale. I'm gonna drink this one straight out of the bottle. Maybe this is like if you're camping and you don't have a bottle opener and you don't have anything to pour it into, your beer, to pour in your beer into, and all you got is a pocket knife. So this is a handy trick that you can do if you need to get into a beer and you don't have a bottle opener. So you take your knife there. I just got a nice little Gerber here my brother got me for Christmas one year. And you want to open your knife and be very careful. And what you do is you just want to grab real tightly there around the top of the beer and wedge the blunt end of the knife there in between underneath your hand and the lid, and make sure you got a good grip there on the beer next to the bottle cap. And then what you'll do is just press the beer cap there. And you can see the cap just flies off. And I didn't cut my hand there or anything. And that's just a little trick you can do if you don't have a bottle opener, if you're camping and maybe you brought bottles, and you want to watch out for your friends if maybe they've never done that trick before, and because you don't want to have somebody with a bloody hand on your hands. No, that's not a pun. I'm being very serious. You don't want to have that problem with your friends there, bleeding out of their hands, and you're just trying to have a good time enjoying your beers, and that's really a whole mess you don't want to have to mess with. So ReDANKulous Imperial Red India Pale Ale by Founders. Founders is a nice brewery. They've got all kinds of good beers. I just put a sampler pack together I'll be reviewing this week. Definitely worth checking out. Without reading anything, I'm just going to take a drink here. It smells very good, very floral. It's going to be my guess of what its description maybe says there. So let's take a drink. That is very hoppy, very, I don't know what the word is. But there's like a soury kind of, it's good. It's just very different from what I'm used to. This says, this bold 9.57% Imperial Red IPA pours a pleasing burnt amber color. Caramel and roasted barley introduce a subtle sweetness, but the hops are the true headliner in this big IPA. The spicy, piney, and tropical complexities of Chinook, Mosaic, and Simcoe hops hit you right away with their dank aroma, and they stick around. It's not just ridiculous, it's ReDANKulous. I gotta say, and where is this brewed out of? If I had to guess, it's one of these states. It's one of these states where you can, where you can use drugs legally now. I'm having a hard time finding where Founders is out of. Grand Rapids, Michigan. So there's a lot of nods to the marijuana culture that's becoming very prevalent in our society. I know that dank, and there's a couple things here in the label, like how it hits you and sticking and dank. That's just kind of a nod to the whole marijuana culture there. And I'm in no way a spokesman for Founders, and this isn't public defamation, but it's just maybe a kind of a comment on where we are as a society. But I gotta say it's a good beer. It's a bold beer. You couldn't pass this to a friend and say, hey, how would you like to have a root beer or a Sprite or something? And them drink this and think, yeah, okay, they're going to know that they're drinking something different. And I got to say, Grand Rapids Founders it does that to you. It sticks with you. It's distinguishable. So without further ado, just I'll take another sip here and cheers and keep tuning in.